Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I am of course your host Aaron, and today we're opening the final box that we have from Funko from the spring thing. It's not a spring thing, it's probably the Wondercon thing. So let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. So before we get this rolling, I want to touch base on something that I found very interesting earlier today. You see, I do go on X and I go on Instagram and I do follow some people. I follow Funko Finders, I follow a disc tracker and shit like that. So it looks like Thrilljoy threw up a mystery box for $100. You got 3 random items, and the problem was when you purchased this mystery box, they actually showed you the 3 things that they were going to send you within the order. Well, someone, one of them, I'm not going to say which one of them, posted something about it, and I'm sure the social media team for Thrilljoy saw it, or there was something sent to them. But lo and behold, just like everything else, they got a prototype, which was something that you could get in this mystery box. Am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised at all. And did they say, oh yeah, it wasn't because I sent them? Okay, yeah, if you don't want to say why you got it, everybody knows, but that's just my 2 cents. And that's basically what I am kind of irritated about. You got to be a big social influencer or a big social something just to get something out of a mystery box? Come on now. I don't know. Anyway, let's pull up this box that I had down on the ground, which we're going to go over, which I'm going to say is from Wondercon, because it's heavy and there's probably like 2 Funko Pops inside and shit. Here is our knife. We're going to open this bad boy up. Slice and dice. Cut this other side right over here. Oh, doesn't want to cut. Oh, I almost cut a finger off. God forbid. Here we go. Wait, I have no idea what's inside here. All right, so we got 1 box here. We got 1 thing here. And then we have a Kuma limited edition Wondercon John right here. So I'm going to say in this big bopper is going to be the Nami, which I don't understand why the Nami isn't in a protector either. Kuma's looking slick. We will have to go over this hopefully on this episode or the next episode of 8 Minutes with Aaron, because this Funko Pop's detail and design is sweet, even though they couldn't do the exact design of him because he is much bigger and shit like that. It still looked pretty pimp, and that's why we picked one up. I must have ordered something else with these, so I'm going to say this is going to be the Nami, right? So let's figure out how to open this bad boy. Here's the Nami, which I have no idea what kind of protector this has to go in. It might have to go in a 6-inch. It looks like the size of the buggy one that they released at New York Comic Con. So give or take, I'm going to say this bad boy is probably going to fit in a 6-inch. As you can see, this is the shared. It is not the official sticker. I may go and buy the official stickers, but to be honest with you, now in my collecting days of Funko Pops, it really doesn't bug me. I mean, who's coming over and being like, whoa, cool, you have an official sticker compared to a shared one? No way, whoa. All right, look, here's what we're going to do. I don't know what's in this goddamn box. I'm going to put this over here. I don't give a shit. If I bought anything, it's probably doubles or duplicates. Let's open up the Kuma John. I wanted to open it up, and we are going to open it up. Kuma! Let's check the outer perimeter of this box to make sure it's not damaged at all. Nope, no damage on this bad boy. And let's pop this sumbitch open. Now, I'm sure if I buy mystery boxes in the future, do I have a chance of getting a Kuma? Of course. Kuma didn't sell out, either did Nami. I think the only things that actually sold out in the Funko thing were the Pokemon John, and then maybe like the limited edition ones, like the 300 pieces and shit like that. All right, so this is actually pretty pimp. You know, we're going to have Kuma coming up on the anime episodes of Egghead Island in One Piece. So what a great time to get this Funko Pop. As you can see, he does have the paw fruit. He basically can take pain in, take pain out, take memories in, take memories out. Very tangible technique. I don't know if you can see too close on there, but he does have a little paw print on his hand over there, and he is holding a Bible, which is actually very significant, and you will learn the meaning of that later on in the anime episodes. If you don't know already, or you haven't read the manga, you will find out eventually. I really love the fact that he has the little paw ears on top. It's a nice little added addition to his hat, because we do know that it's not part of his head and shit like that. And like I said, the detail on this Funko Pop is incredible. I really like it. Now, do I wish that they may have, they could have made this a bigger Funko Pop? Sure, they should have made the OG one like a 10-inch. That would have been sick. I get why they made the 4-inch, but a 10-inch would have looked so much cooler just based on the fact that Kuma's one big son of a fucking bitch. He is a big motherfucker. All right, and since we do have time, let's open up the Nami and get a better look at the Nami, who is on the, what is this? With the white hobby horse that we knew that Frankie redesigned her little scooter John with. So let's pull this out. Yep. Come on, Nami, give me something good. Nami ain't giving me anything good. She's already on it. She don't even come in a protector. That's some beat-ass shit. Some beat-ass shit. No protector on Nami. Pop her out. Come on. I also got to figure out what I'm going to eat for dinner. I had to pick up my car and I went to the gym and now everything's all screwed up. What am I going to eat? It's still Passover. All right, so here is Nami looking fly. Her hair is like, I'll turn it around so you can see that her hair is flying in the wind as she's riding this, John. It looks like she has a snail dial in her hand, so she's talking to somebody. What was this, Skypea? We talked to that. It couldn't have been Skypea because her hair was way, way, way too long here. So I don't even know when this was from. I honestly, I don't know when this is from because I don't think her hair grew longer until 2 years later, right? Her hair was very, very short in the beginning of One Piece. So I really don't know, but she is holding one arm on this, John, or holding it with one hand, rather, the handle. Here is the Funko Pop. I will try to spin it around without killing my arm because I did work on my armies at the gym. So here it is, looking fly. Here is Nami. Cool, cool, cool. I did not take a look at the box, so let's take a second to check it out. That's what I hate about these bad boys. They're like, they're too big, and I don't know. I don't know if this is considered damage, but I'm sure they wouldn't give me a new one anyway, and it's not going to kill me either way. So, all right, I'm going to let this pass with this one. Now, I'm not too happy with the box, but I would give it a good 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10, unless this is a bump right here, and I can't see it in the light. That's fine. It's whatever, folks. It's whatever. So, let's give these sumbitches an up or a down. First off, Funko, you sent me these Funko Pops. The boxes look like they're somewhat a 9 out of 10. Kuma's is really like a 10 you had in the pop protector. So I'm going to give Bartholomew Kuma first off and Funko. And that's right, they are both getting it up. And then Nami, the box ain't great, but what am I going to do, right? I'm going to have to give you an up as well. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me at 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time. We're talking about more stuff, more things, and probably the predictions for WrestleMania Night 1 and 2. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'll see you later. All right, bye.